I'm going to show you how to do the classic smoky eye. And this is something that everybody loves, so I'm really excited to do this on Ava because she has amazing eyes. So we'll start by picking up the airbrush. And what I've chosen here in the Diner line is the light coral. Now the light coral is going to be a very nice highlight. This is a very good all over color. And it goes great right underneath the brows. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of fawn brown. This gives it that warmth to the smoky eye that we feel that we need when we do it, because a lot of the times it looks like it's almost too dark. You know, you need a little bit of light in there, so we're going to add that fawn brown, just a titch. And then we have the light smoke. This is going to help blend everything together. And of course, the jet black. This is what we're going to line the lower lid with to give it that nice smoky effect. Are we ready?
Ready.
Okay. So we're going to start with the light coral. I like to start with the lighter shade first. Give it a good shake. And we'll just put a couple drops in because that's all you need. And turn on the compressor. Always have your tissue. This lets you know what color is in the airbrush and what's coming next. And then we just spray it into a tissue. And you can see the color come out. Now this is a very light shade, so we're going to start by, going over the entire eyelid. So I'm just going to take my thumb, lift up the brow, and you can do that at home as well. And just with the airbrush, you're going to start moving. I'm about 2 inches away, and I'm pulling back on my lever as I'm moving. And I just want to see the change happen. Now, unlike traditional makeup where you wipe it on and blend it out, airbrushing, you're going from the back end, you're going from the final step forward. So I really want to give that blended look from the get-go, like the horse that wins at the end of the race. So again, we're going to spray this all over just for a nice effect. Now, when I get in around the area where you have those natural squint lines, it's super important to spray very, very lightly, because we don't want to accentuate them or spray across them. So we have to open them and spray into them in the same direction. And this is what's going to take out any, go ahead and close, any lines or natural squint lines that you have. I just open them and I'm just going to toggle my lever, wiggle it just a little bit, and it's going to spray into those areas very lightly. And then anywhere you want to highlight too, you can utilize what you have in the airbrush already. And we're going to spray that out and go in with the next color. So that's our light coral. So we're going to take the fawn brown, and this is going to go in the middle of the eyelid. So go ahead and close right about here, and we can make our V shape with the fawn brown. And bring it on into the middle. So same technique. About 2 inches away. Remember, the closer you are, the more dense the color will be. We don't necessarily want to draw with it. We want it to be blended. So again, 2 inches away, we're going to lift up the brow area. And we're just going to concentrate on that V. And just lay the color down where you need it. And see, it's already, you can already see it's blending. And just a little bit at a time. Just a little bit of color goes a long way, so very lightly. And once you feel it coming out of the airbrush, just start moving with it. Now that's our warm color, so this is really pretty. And this also gives us a guideline so that when we go in with the darker shades, we can follow in and around that. So it's very pretty. So we're going to spray out the fawn brown. And notice that I'm not cleaning in between each color. So one of the myths of the airbrushing is that you have to clean and it takes too long. So we're just going to spray out one color and go in with the next. Just always start with the light and go to the dark. So now we're going to do light smoke. I'm going to go ahead and shake it up. You can hear those little mixing balls. I love this color. This is a very good brow color as well. So we can use this on your brows. We can use it as a smoky eye. We're going to put a couple drops in the cup. Okay, 3. And it's because I always like to spray out my airbrush onto the tissue. or spray out my makeup so that you can see the color onto a tissue. And that's that light smoke. It's very pretty. Another tip that you can do when you're doing smoky eyes, make sure your eyelids are clean. So make sure to clean those eyelids. And again, I'm just blending. Now when I go in with the black, you're really going to see that smoke come in. So again, we're just using this light smoke, which tends to be more of a brownish shade. There we go. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake things up a little bit. I'm going to take the light bronze, which is actually in the Dine Shimmer line. Oh, let's see where that may be. Here it is. And what this is going to do is, see how it's a little strong? And this is actually a perfect example, because if you do spray a little too strong, then you can take one of the shimmers, just lay it on top, and it will blend everything together. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You just put that into the cup of the airbrush and spray into a tissue. And that's a little bit of a shimmer. So it's going to blend everything together that we've done so far. Go ahead and close. And I love this color look. It's like magic. And then once we get that black on, so pretty. I love it. Close. Now quickly we're going to grab the black, and you only need a little bit, and that is what is going to add that extra pop, that smoky flavor we're looking for. Just a couple drops of the jet black. This is going to add that smoke that we've been waiting for. And we're going to use the eyeshadow shield with this. This is from the Dine line. This is one of their stencils, and it's really good just to catch the overspray so you don't get black down on the cheek. Okay, so we're just going to take it like this. I like to hold it with my thumb and pinch it. That way I can maneuver the stencil more easy. So we're going to go ahead and close. And I'm going to, again, I'm taking my thumb and pinching it, laying it down. You don't have to touch the skin completely, but we just want to give it, we're going to spray the stencil first and let the black go onto the eye. Now that is so simple what I just did. So that was just super, super simple, and you can see that it got darker. Now if I don't want to use the shield, you don't have to, because the spray is pretty concentrated. We could just go in with the black. You'll start to see the color come out. And I'll just start on her lash line actually. A little added drama. It's getting smoky. Now I'm going to show you how to get a little bit of smoke underneath the eye, so go ahead and look up and put your eyeball over there. Now that's going to open up this inner area so that I can spray right into her water duct area. And we just spray right there, and then you can see you've got that nice shading going on. And go ahead and close, and again look to your left, and that's going to make this area flat, so it gives me a flat surface, which is always nice for airbrushing. We're just going to get right in there, again opening up those natural lines and spraying into them. So that way we're getting all the way across. Go ahead and open. Okay. We're going to continue on what we did underneath. Go ahead and look up and to the left. And angle your airbrush down so that it's not right in your eyeball. Or you can take your eyeshadow shield and you can block off the eye if you're doing somebody else. Not touching the eyeball, of course. We're just going to block off the eye, and that blocks off the spray so that it's nice and comfortable to go underneath. We'll just go right in there. And it's water-based, so it's not going to, it's very safe for in and around the eyes, the lips, the nose areas. And then we've got a little bit underneath. Go ahead and look up and over this way. And then this allows me to get in here. Smoke it up. Ooh, I got tried. There we go. Good. And if it does get in the eye, it's water-based, so it's just going to tear up into your tear duct, and you just take a little cotton swab and go ahead and get off that excess. See?
The thought of it is kind of scary, though.
It is a little bit, but it doesn't hurt. Go ahead and look that way. It is something you have to get used to, but once you do, you're going to love it. And this lasts longer than traditional eyes. And then again, look up. And we're going to get right underneath. And you can do this with the eyes closed as well. Go ahead and close. Just spray through the lash line. And you can get right into the underneath area. And again, just take your cotton swab and look up and pick up any of the excess. Simple as that. That's how you do a smoky eye. And it's very, very simple and classic. And it's all done with the airbrush.